So we saw that FIFA Ranking did well at predicting who was going to top the various groups in the World Cup. But we can see here how the FIFA Ranking and the ELO rating did in various World Cups. So in 1994, Brazil won, but they were ranked 3 by FIFA and ranked 4 by ELO. Italy were the other finalists, but they were only ranked 4 by FIFA and ranked 3 by ELO. So they did well. I mean, both teams had very high rating. But who were ranked 1 and 2? They didn't make it anyway. Bulgaria were 29 and 25, but they made it to 4th. So, not brilliant. In 1998, France won. They were number 4 by ELO rating, but only 17 by FIFA. And Brazil were the finalists. They were 1 and 1. Croatia were only 102. And that was a fantastic Croatia side. I don't know why the rating or ranking was so low there. So, we can just get the rough idea that, it's not as if the FIFA rankings are that great. It's not as if the finalists were ranked 1 and 2. At least Brazil were ranked 1, though they didn't win that year. Again here. So, in both 2002 and 2006, the finalists were not ranked 1 or 2. Oh, Brazil were ranked 2. And we can get right up to the previous World Cup. Germany were 2, but they won it. And Argentina were only 5. So Brazil were 3. And we even get what the averages are. So how accurate are the rankings? The FIFA ranking did not get any of the 24 positions right. ELO got it right once. From this we can see neither accuracy or improvements clearly. Hence we look at the average. Okay. On average, the rankings below performed as follows. So the number 1 position on the ELO end up coming 5.33. Is that what this means? So what's this one say? So I'll have the link to this in the description below the video. So top 4 in the top 4. So how many of the top 4 FIFA rankings finished in the top 4? 2 in 1994, 2 in 2010, 2 in 2014. So the FIFA rankings don't do that well. It's not as if the top 4 are going to be the top 4 FIFA ranking. We'd only expect maybe 2 of them. ELO did better. 3 of the top 4 finished in the top 4 in 2014. We can broaden it. So if you look at the top 8, so 4 of the top 4, in the end, in 2014, came from the top 8, and 3 in 2010. So we can't expect, or we shouldn't expect the rating to be able to predict who's going to win. Because, very rarely did rank 1 win. But it does seem to be able to kind of do well in who's going to finish in the top 4. Particularly here, that if you just look at if we just limit ourselves to the top 8 in the ELO rating, that included all the teams that finished in the top 4. Now again, I don't know whether that's going to be the case again this time, or whether this was an anomaly. One common theme of the FIFA rankings is seeing the hosts of an upcoming tournament plummet down the standing. Now, that's because the host isn't involved in the qualification process. So the host only plays friendlies, and you basically don't get any points, or you get very few points from friendlies. So we can see, like Russia have fallen from 24 to 66, and their average position, like their average ranking over the last 30 years is 23rd. So Russia are a decent side, though their current ranking is only 66. So what I mean is, don't think that, Russia are useless, they're only ranked 66. They're not that bad at all. I don't think they're going to win it. I mean, if you're ranked 23, you're not going to win it. You'd hope to get out of the group stage, maybe. But since you're the host, Russia are a seeded nation, and they don't have that many strong teams in their group. So just don't think of Russia as being ranked 66. Think of them more as being maybe ranked 23. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to get out of the group, but they'll probably get out. Or it's 50-50. It's close to... It's going to be close. Now this is just something I came across earlier today, and which I think is an excellent article. So again, the URL's in the description below the video, and it just goes through the different groups, giving I like the kind of analysis that they do, and they just point out, in Group A, I expect this team is going to win, this team's going to maybe come second. In particular, I liked that if you look at England, where'd it go? The basic, Belgium have a higher ranking than England. So, as it says, Group G, Belgium will be favourites to finish top of the group. But what that means is England finishing runners-up to Belgium will see them face Germany in the next round, which they really are most likely going to lose. So that just means that we'd expect England to get out of the group, but then get knocked out by Germany. So I just like that level of analysis. That it actually looked at each of the different teams. What are the most likely results going to be, and then what that means. So if England comes second, the fact that most likely they're going to play Germany. I didn't know that. So this, I thought, is an excellent article. Also, I managed to find the article or the kind of article that I was looking for. So basically, again, I'll have the description or I'll have the URL in the description below the video. Basically, this article, The Predictive Power of Ranking Systems in Association Football, it just says, among the methods, the best accuracy is achieved by the two ELO models. The ELO rating.net system is the most accurate with respect to blah blah blah, and the ELO model applied by FIFA in ranking women's football. So that's the thing I was saying before, that they developed this method which they used for women's football, though they have subsequently updated, like the men's rating system uses this method now. And so the FIFA ranking system is one of the leading models, and that's why I'm mainly using that. In the previous article, again, this link is in the description below the video, it was just pointing out that actually, where was it? O'Donoghue and colleagues examined the accuracy of a number of prediction methods in a paper published in 2003 and concluded that the most accurate among those methods examined by them were predictions made by those who had research experience in soccer culture, history, and politics, as well as an interest in the evolution of international soccer, and that the accuracy of such predictions for teams that would advance to the quarterfinals was 50%, while prediction accuracy of quantitative methods based on simulation was 37.5%. But if you just use the FIFA method, based on the assumption that the upper ranked teams would beat lower ranked teams, was 62.5%. So that shows that this ELO rating, or the FIFA ranking, is very competitive. So it's not going to be right all the time, but it's better than what was, considered. Where was it? So O'Donoghue, when they published the paper in 2003, the most accurate among all the different methods was to be right 50% of the time, while the FIFA ranking was right 62.5%. So therefore, the FIFA rankings are more successful than the prediction methods used by O'Donoghue and colleagues in terms of prediction accuracy. So that's just cleaning up. I'd lost the link. That the current FIFA ranking, or that the women's game FIFA ranking, was one of the leading models. So at least now you can look it up yourself, or you don't have to take my word on it. And as we saw in this article, it's not incredible. ELO, it got 3 of the top 4 ELO last time. And remember, the FIFA is now an ELO variant. So FIFA doesn't take, it only uses the last 2 years worth of data or something. It gives more weight to the last year. So while ELO takes longer to change, so it might lag more. Next, I'm just going to look at the remaining groups and what the predictions are for who's going to win the group.